My friend, if there is any part of you right now that wants to throw in the proverbial towel and not pursue your dreams anymore because you're in your 40s or 50s, or maybe you're even 60 and you're still struggling with your menopause symptoms. Maybe you're perimenopausal, or maybe you are postmenopausal like me. And as a result of this struggle with your symptoms, you're thinking to yourself, I'm just too old for this. I don't think I was really meant to pursue this particular dream. Maybe your doubts and your fears are growing momentum in your head. And so therefore they're getting louder and louder as a result. If any of this is resonating with you, then today's chat is definitely for you. I'm going to give you just a little bit of a personal struggle journey that I am on right now in regards to fulfilling my dreams postmenopausal. But then I also want to give you 8 reasons that I came up for myself personally that I want to share with you in hopes that these 8 reasons will also resonate with you as reasons why to keep moving forward, to keep your eye on the proverbial carrot that is your goal, that is your dream, and to not succumb to the symptoms like brain fog or memory loss or lack of concentration or any new insecurities or old insecurities rearing their ugly heads, telling you that it's too late, you're too old, you don't know what you're doing, and you just need to stop. Hey friend, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. Okay, here's the dealio. In thinking about what I wanted to chat with you this week, I kept coming back to this particular topic of the difficulty that I am having pursuing my dream of being a full-time online content creator. In case you are just meeting me, by day, I am a licensed professional counselor. I have a private practice here in Northwest Louisiana where I live. And although I absolutely love my job as a counselor, I cherish it, I truly do. I also simultaneously, over the last 10 years, definitely the last 5 years, of God calling me to something else, something more, something greater, something beyond the 4 walls of my brick and mortar office. I don't want to be tied down to the therapy room anymore. And as much as I love being a therapist, I do not like telehealth. So that's not part of this dream. My ultimate dream and goal is to have a thriving, successful YouTube community, which is what I'm trying to build here. Also to do some health coaching on the side, as well as some writing and speaking, all of which I absolutely love. And being in this space with my symptoms of brain fog, difficulty concentrating, lack of motivation, ups and downs with anxiety, I would say, I don't know if I would say depression as much as I would say just some lows in my mood. I don't get like a full on depression. Yeah, it's just like sometimes I feel down, right? I just kind of feel a little low or a little blah. Luckily, it doesn't last very long. And so that tells me it's not a full blown depression, but rather just something, I don't know if it's my cortisol, if it's I don't know, my dopamine is low, my serotonin is low, not really sure what's happening. But again, just, just that feeling of blah. And so when these things happen, it's so easy for me to just get distracted and discouraged and to think, what am I doing? Like, I'm 54, I'm going to be 55 in 2 months. Is it too late? I mean, do I just need to chalk it up and say, well, I gave it a good go, but maybe this is not for me. And as soon as that negative voice kicks in and I hear it, I have learned how to immediately like shut her up and just say, no, you have wanted this for a really long time and you are getting ready for it. It is happening, but you have to push through what is postmenopause, because that's not going anywhere. And you cannot allow that to hold you back or be your excuse. And my friend, I want to tell you the same thing is true for you. Don't allow anything that is going on right now with your body, with your mind, with your biology to get in the way of fulfilling your dream, whatever that dream is. And I want to pause here because I wanted to look up who are some other people, specifically women. I'm gathering my little sheet of paper here, who did not stop, who kept pursuing their dreams even though they were getting older, into their 40s and their 50s, even their 60s, and it still hadn't happened yet. So here are just a few of the names: Leanne Morgan, Vera Wang, Toni Morrison, Viola Davis, Julia Childs, Betty White, Ariana Huffington, Judi Dench, and Helen Mirren. I'm sure that at least one, if not two or three of those names sound familiar to you. All of these women that I just mentioned, I guess you can say, made it, for lack of a better word or words. Like, it finally happened for them later in life. So Vera Wang, who is a wedding dress designer, and now she does lots of other things, she was 40 when she really started like becoming huge in the wedding industry, and where she was just kind of blowing up and everybody was talking about Vera Wang. I remember that. I remember her being on Oprah years ago. Betty White was in her 50s when she really came to fame, when I think she won her first Emmy. She was on the Mary Tyler Moore Show for a long time back in the 70s. People knew who she was, but she did not have that fame. And really and truly, it probably wasn't until around the Golden Girls and beyond. I think because Betty White was so old when she died, like around 100, that we kind of forget that 50 years of Betty White puts her in her 50s, which is me, right? So I don't know. Julia Childs, Julia Childs was around 49 when she had her big break. So all of these women, again, they were in their 40s, 50s, and 60s before they really came into their own, when they really felt like, oh my gosh, I made it. Here it is, my dream. I've been working on this for decades, going back to my 20s, my 30s, and now here I am in midlife, and I'm making it happen. And although outside of Leanne Morgan, I'm going to come back to her. Outside of Leanne Morgan, I'm kind of assuming that these other women, at some point in their journey, these 50s and beyond, they too had menopausal struggles. They had perimenopause, postmenopause. Don't know what their struggles were, but I know they had them because they're women. And, maybe they had a hysterectomy when they were 20. I don't know. But my point is, I know they had something going on mentally, emotionally, and physically during this time period. Now, going back to Leanne Morgan, she has blown up. Leanne will turn 60 in October, and she is just everywhere. She has a series on Netflix. She has done comedy specials. Right now, she is touring around the country. She's actually coming to where I live. Unfortunately, I was not able to get tickets because that is how popular she is. I mean, everybody and their grandma wants to see Leanne Morgan. She actually added 2 extra shows here just because her popularity is so huge. But as I was saying, she's 59, about to be 60. When she was around my age, so Leanne and I are exactly 5 years apart. We both have birthdays in October. I will be 55 and she will be 60. And so when she was roughly around 54, 53, she almost gave up. Like, she was to the point where this is too hard. I'm a mom, I'm a grandmother, I'm a wife. Maybe I just need to chalk it up and say, this is not meant for me. And obviously it was and is meant for her. And now she is living her dream. Literally, she is living her dream. And I think it's amazing. And I'm so glad I get to witness it as a fan. And she has been such an inspiration to me because she has also been very vocal about her menopause symptoms. She was on the Oprah special earlier this year with Halle Berry and Dr. Mary Claire Haver and several other guests talking about menopause, perimenopause, all the things. She also had a podcast. She doesn't have it anymore, but she did a podcast, I guess, about 2 years ago. It was called Itchy and Bitchy. And it was with her nurse practitioner who has been helping her through menopause. And so, again, she's been very, very vocal about it. And she was able to still do it. Okay, so my point is she was able, with all of those menopausal symptoms that she has been having, on top of being a mom and a grandma and a wife and all these other roles that she plays, and she did it. And so when I have moments right now, when I get discouraged and I think, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? This is hard. When I feel like giving up and I just want to just punch the clock and say, whatever, I just think of Leanne and I think of these other women who did it. You know, they did it in midlife with whatever was going on with them physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the things, but they still did it. They pursued it and they kept moving forward and they kept pushing through until they achieved their dream. And so, my friend, I decided to come up with 8 reasons why I need to keep going and why you also need to, must, absolutely, positively keep going and pursuing your dreams. So without further ado, here are the 8 reasons. Number 1, if this has been on your heart and in your mind for any length of time, months or years, mine has been roughly 10 years. This means God is calling you to this. My higher power is God. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that He has been calling me to something greater, something more for years now. And my friend, He's doing the same thing for you, whether you believe in Him or not. He is there, He is here, He is present, and He is calling you to greatness. Number 2, you were simply meant to do it. Whatever your dream is, maybe your dream is to be an interior designer. Maybe your dream is to learn how to play the piano and become a pianist. Maybe your dream is like me in that you want to be an online content creator. You want to be a coach or a writer or a speaker. Maybe your dream is to be a counselor, a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I don't know. Perhaps you've always wanted to go to law school or med school, and because of circumstances in your 20s and in your 30s, you weren't able to do it. And now here you are at 45 or 55 and you're thinking, well, I'm too old to go to law school. No, you're not, sis. No, you're not. Whatever is in your heart and on your mind was placed there by God, and you were meant to do it. Number 2, do you know where all dreams are, where the majority of dreams live right now? Do you know where that is? A graveyard? A cemetery. That is where dreams literally go to die. So many people die without ever pursuing their dreams, or they start the pursuit and then they stop it because they hear that voice that tells them it's not going to happen, it's too late, they're too old, and they just need to call it quits. Okay? Don't allow your dreams to be buried with you. Okay. Number 4, giving up is easy. Anybody can give up. Okay. Anybody can give up. But there are only a handful of people that actually make it, that do it, that keep pushing forward, that continues the journey and keeps going forward, because that is hard. But because it is hard, ultimately it becomes worth it 100%. When things are easy to do, oftentimes they leave us feeling very unsatisfied, which leads me to number 5, regret. So when you give up, when you tell yourself that this is just too hard and I can't do it, you end up regretting it. At some point in your life, before you take your last breath, if you live long enough, you realize, well, crap, I should have kept taking piano lessons. I was actually pretty good at it. Ah, man, I hate that I quit. Or I love design. I still love design. Even at 83, I love design, but it's definitely too late now. Gosh, I wish I would have gone to design school when I thought about it at 50, when the kids were out of the house. I had the time, I had the money, I had the opportunity, but I chose not to do it because I just felt like I was too old. Regret, friend. Don't add regrets to your list. Number 6, that person, whoever she is, whoever he is, they need to know about your dream. They need you, whatever that is. So maybe, again, going back to be a designer, there's somebody out there who needs you to design their home, to design their space. Or maybe it is about acting. Maybe you're like, Helen Mirren or Betty White. And there's somebody out there that needs to be your fan, that needs to watch your show or your movie and be inspired by you, or to laugh with you if you want to be a comedian like Leanne Morgan. Like, that person exists and they need you. They don't know that they need you. You don't know that they need you, but I'm here to tell you, they do exist. They're out there. And if you keep moving forward, once you get there, once you arrive and you're in that space, you will know exactly who they are. Number 7, you will forever have a void within you, a dream-sized hole within you, if you do not pursue this. If you don't move forward and see your dream to fruition, allow it to become reality, you will forever have that void, and you will seek other things, other people, other stuff to fill that void, and nothing is going to satiate it in the long term. And then lastly, number 8, probably one of the main reasons why you need to keep moving forward and see this dream become your reality, is because of joy. I can promise you, friend, you will experience so much joy. And joy, in my opinion, is everlasting. Happiness is fleeting, okay? We all want to be happy and love happiness, but it is fleeting. Joy is forever. It's internal. It comes from within and goes out. And it happens when you see your dreams become your reality. My friend, if you have any doubts, any fears, any questions, anything at all, I want to have that conversation with you. So be sure to comment below and let me know your thoughts. Tell me, what is your dream? Tell me, what is getting in the way? What are those menopausal symptoms that seem to be like the proverbial gnat that just keeps kind of bugging you and getting in the way? Let me know in the comments. I want to have this conversation with you. And lastly, if you'll do me a quick favor, if you did enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button so you'll always know when I have a new video. I am actually sitting outside of my garage, right? You can see that. So my husband's probably wondering, like, what is she doing? I'm going to go in now. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.